Each year losing.
Purchase your tracks today.
Each year losing. Each year losing.
Purchase your tracks today.
Right about now, I know y'all digging it, so just turn up your radio. About to bring it.
Okay, what you get?
looks all like this.
It's great having you here. I saw some people.
And we're live. What's really good, everybody?
Hey, what's good?
Yeah. We're here.
We here. It's been a long week. Hot week in Baltimore, Maryland here.
And true. Spicy.
I don't understand it. I'm over it. I hate it. Get me out.
It's pretty wild.
Hate it.
And it's not
don't
a
like
dry
it at
heat.
all.
It's not a dry heat. It's this soggy.
It's like a nasty, muggy,
soup,
sweaty taint type of vibe, you know, where like if you're a guy or a girl, you get like that swass going on after like 15 minutes of like being outside and you're like, good God. It's the kind of heat that you feel like your soul is getting sucked out of your body as soon as you step outside and you get all nasty and grimy and dirty. Yeah. Tell them. Yeah. Grimy. Yeah. That kind of nasty,
crazy,
gross weather. I will say, me being able to play off of like what you're doing with effects and stuff, kind of a vibe.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's been a busy week, man. Personally, just you know, the job this week was grueling, and coming home tired and just grumpy every day. So, hopefully this week coming up is a little bit better for you, boy. And I had to watch Star Wars The Acolyte again, so that sucked.
True. Speaking of that, we're just going to hit him with the rundown real quick.
Bop!
Boom! All right, big one for me, for sure. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, first impressions. We've got it. It's here.
Yes, sir.
On the complete opposite side of things, we have Star Wars The Acolyte. It's episode 4
I'll give it
that we watched.
a gay out of 10.
Wait, what?
A gay out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm workshopping that joke. Everybody laugh for me. Pity laughs. Pity laughs. Thank you, guys. I'm workshopping it. Thank you.
You ever go to the Guggenheim?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. We got House of the Dragon, episode 1. We watched it. Episode 2 tonight. Can't wait. The Boys, episode 1. We also knocked that one off the list. We'll talk about that. And Metroid Prime 4.
Yes, sir. We got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about.
Gotta find a good Gotta find a good place for this mic so my
face.
face.
That thing again?
No, I didn't hit it. It was blocking the face.
You're like phasing in and out of existence for me.
Yeah.
It's so weird, and I hate how you don't have that up in the stream.
What do you mean?
So like, it's different for me. What are you talking about?
What's if I forgot.
Green screen in Discord.
I totally forgot that I had that on.
Yeah, and you look like a literal specter ghost. And then you have yourself normal on the stream. So why do I get punished? Is my question.
I totally forgot that I had that on. I can take it off.
Am I watching?
I can take it off.
It looks so much better on the stream. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's why I said it has Bug Hunt behind you, man. Why is Bug Hunt behind you? I wish that people could see this shit. Hold on. Let me see if this works, dude. Let me see if this works, dude. Everybody take a gander at this idiot. Look at that. That doesn't even work.
It's not working.
I'm an idiot.
I'm focused on, I'm not sharing.
You know what's hilarious too?
What's that?
Is that when I just said that, when I'm like, look at this idiot, it's just me. It's just me on the screen. Damn it. I am an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Wait. You're an idiot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All
right. So enough of that. Sorry, everybody.
Hold up.
Oh my God, dude.
I got you, dude. Don't worry.
Horrible.
Oh no, he still got it. No.
Get it out out of here.
I can't.
Oh man, this is hilarious to me.
All right, how about that?
I love this.
You like that?
Dude, no one can see this shit. I hate it.
Can't even
Mike's
see you 'cause I'm
changing the
laughing
background
so bad,
behind
dude.
him in Discord to wild things, and it's just kirking me out.
Here you go. How about that?
Absolutely wild.
We're back.
There it is. Now it's normal. We're back in our dimension.
I totally forgot I had that background.
Dude, holy crap.
Because
That's
I
what I
can't
was talking
see
about the entire time. The entire time I'm like, yo, what is behind you? Why do you have your background all wild? And you're just like, yeah, man, Helldivers 2 and all that. I'm like, what? Holy moly. All right. So,
Oh my god, I'm crying.
we got a lot of cool stuff to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, bug hunt apparently.
Yeah, bug hunt. Indeed.
But no. We're starting. Well,
What do you want to start with?
I was gonna say, do we want to start with that, or we can just start with?
Well, let's not start with Elden Ring just
I
yet.
didn't want. All right, I didn't want to. I didn't think about.
Yeah,
why
let's why don't we'll knock Metroid out the way. You got it.
Sure.
You got it up already. So
I got it
Metroid
up-
Prime
I got it
4.
up for you already,
Oh,
buddy.
my bad.
There we go.
My bad.
There you go.
So we got some first looks at Metroid Prime 4 for all you Nintendo players. I actually really like Metroid Prime.
Big fan. I
big
love
fan.
the first one.
Yeah,
Played
me
it many,
too.
many times.
And this one kind of, in my opinion, looks like it's going back to Metroid Prime 1 kind of vibes.
Yeah,
From what we saw.
Get that.
I guess Nintendo had a direct or something.
Really?
I didn't know about. Nobody told me. So
No, I didn't
they
know.
revealed a whole lot of games and stuff like that. And this is, obviously one of them. And I must say, it really does look good.
Except for 2025.
Like
Yeah, I mean, definitely just with like the HUD and the atmosphere just looks like Metroid Prime updated.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see what else we got here. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond set for it's the same.
Yeah,
on
it's
the bottom.
just
Okay,
like
I
giving
got
you
I
your
thought it was-
frames,
Gotcha.
different frames of gameplay. I think we do have a trailer too.
We do.
Which we'll take a look at that I actually haven't seen yet. But I mean, it just, again, like this kind of stuff.
Pirate back. The scan.
Yeah,
all
I
about it.
love this. I love this kind of stuff. I really, this game should have came out a long time ago, in my opinion.
I would say yes, but also, well, then again, it's a Switch game, so it's not going to be heavily graphic demanding anyway. But the potential is.
Well, dude, I hope eventually that like Nintendo allows PC to have like a launcher for them.
It'd be so nice.
That would be so clutch.
We got the
Because
ball
like
back.
this kind of game, I'm like, damn man, if I could run this game at 144 hertz, that would be insanity.
And I mean, like, my main reason for not getting a Switch was like, I'm not gonna get a console for one game, and that was originally gonna be Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Fair.
And then there's Skyward Sword or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Multiple ones after that. I don't know, but it's still like Super Smash and all that. It's not
You're
as
crazy
appealing to
if
me.
you don't like Super Smash.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that's not appealing enough for me to get a Switch.
Oh,
Because
well,
it's not
yeah,
like old time consoles where you're sitting with
about-
somebody.
What about Mario Kart, bro?
Again, just as a single player type thing, because that's generally what I'd be doing. No, not a big enough pool.
Fair. Okay.
It just doesn't have the same feel to me as consoles of old.
For me, it's usually, and I know this is gonna sound really silly, but for me, it's usually a Mario game. Like when I saw, oh man, what is it? It's not Odyssey. Yeah. When I saw the preview for Odyssey and shit, I literally was like, I'm getting a Switch.
Galaxy was the last one that I played.
Galaxy was really
did
good.
have a Wii.
And then they came out with Galaxy 2, I think, too.
I didn't play.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Odyssey was like the first big title that was like a Mario 64-ish kind of game for, or I guess you'd say like Galaxy was for Switch, that I was like, oh yeah, I need this. And then I think they remade Sunshine on Switch as well.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
They redid
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion and stuff too.
Right, and that, yeah, so like games like that for me are what usually drives me to buy that kind of console. It's usually like a what kind of Mario game do we got for this thing? And then like, you know, then the next thing is like Smash for me, because I love Super Smash.
Fair.
But Metroid Prime, doggy.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
just, it looked,
I
again,
might
just
be getting a
classic
Switch.
feel. Eh.
I would definitely get
that's our
a
next
Switch.
one.
Oh, nice.
That's an excellent.
I would definitely get a Switch for Metroid Prime 4. From what I'm seeing, I mean, it looks,
Well,
you know, looks good.
Let's see a little bit more. We got a trailer for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, let me hop over there.
Trailer time.
I'm sorry. Did you say it was trailer time?
That's awesome, man.
Thank you for that segue.
You're welcome.
Oh, I got.
I like it. I like it.
I'm sorry, I had to turn that volume
Ooh.
down for you folks.
You're good. Ooh, the ship looks good.
You know, all that
Different
copyright
ship.
stuff. Yeah, it's true. Well, I haven't played up to 3.
Hers is usually like, oh man, that's,
Yeah, it's usually like the more domey,
yeah.
saucery.
Damn. Hey, yo.
All right, yeah.
Holy
Adds
crap.
classic feel. Oh. Yeah.
Ooh, dude, the music is
Yeah.
just like the old school music, bruh.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Dude, I might be getting this
Oh,
joint.
yep. All right, I like that.
Ooh. Oh,
Good.
shit. They got humans and shit in here. Damn, you're like in the middle of the space pirates, like breaching in.
Yeah. Oh.
Cool as hell.
Yeah. All right. There's that
Cutscene
Japanese
time, baby.
film.
Who is that? Whoa. Whoa. Hey, what's good, bro?
Metroid Prime.
Oh, shit. Yo. That looks kind of flames, dog.
It's definitely back. What do we got? Ooh, hey, I like it.
Whoa.
Diverse by, hey, what is it, Erdry?
Yeah, true.
2025.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm kind of here for it.
It looked like classic Metroid, and I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Faux show.
I'm all about that first person Metroid kind of vibe. I love I got a lot of respect and love for the platformer Metroids, but
Yeah, when
let's-
they kicked it up to
let's
that,
make it-
it's like, yeah, this is what we're here for.
yeah, that me at least. I know a lot of the fan base loves that platformer stuff. I like it too, but I'm a big fan of Metroid Prime.
This is why we're here.
This is why we're here. Love it.
True.
All right,
Cool, man. All right. Well, that's
your first
looking good.
look at
Let us
Metroid.
know. Let us know what you guys think of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up, a little likey if you guys are feeling it. I'm liking it. I'm thinking I might be getting a Switch for that, bro.
Love it.
That might be a game that I could stream, bro.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I doubt it.
got him.
Nice.
We got
Well,
him.
I'm trying to get the channel. I'm trying to get the channel back, man. I was telling Mike that. Telling Mike that before we went live and stuff. Is like, man, even with like stuff like Valorant and everything, like I should be streaming when I play.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll
Well,
see.
yeah, whatever you're playing. Too
Yeah.
bad it can't be like multicasted if we're playing different things.
I know.
Like click different tabs or whatever, just like as a conglomerate type, just like a Discord.
Well,
Discord.
they're
Join the
used
Discord.
to. Oh wow.
See,
Nice,
like that
perfect
segue?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Master of
On
segues.
point today.
Anybody know what that's from?
What did you say?
You're not the only master of segues. Anybody? No.
Paul Blart.
Nope. Whose
Damn.
line is it anyway?
Oh shit.
Between
Deep
Ryan
cut.
Stiles and Colin Mockery. Yep.
Deep cut.
Like that show too. Awesome, hilarious.
I love that show.
Moving on to another funny show. The Acolyte.
Oh god.
We're just gonna hop in, get it
All
over
right.
with.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's a funny
Let's
show.
indeed.
My
Let's get it
master of
over with.
segues. Whoa.
Okay, so
Oh.
there's a couple things. This show in particular, right? I'm just kind of making sure that I'm my angle's good.
Yeah, make sure that angle.
Yeah. So, now it looks like I'm facing away from you.
It's
Hold
true.
up.
It's true.
Hey,
You're still back to
For
back,
real?
bro. This is
are we back to back? Oh shit, yeah. Damn. That's crazy.
oh man. Oh,
Gotta get used to this.
Here,
All right,
here,
so
I'll look this way at you. How about that? I'll look straight into the camera. Over here.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So a couple things about this show, right? I don't know, man. Yeah, we kid around about this show and everything about how it's like, you know, they had their social agenda that they're pushing big time in the show and everything. But I think at the end of the day, the main reason I don't really mess with this show a lot as a Star Wars fan is that they're kind of like messing around
With canon.
with like the core like spices that make Star Wars, and it's bugging me. Such as, I can give you an example. This is kind of spoilers for episode 2 and 3. So they take what we as Star Wars fans have known as the Force, and they're calling it something different. And apparently this name for it has always been what it, you know, is and what it's been called. And the reason the Jedi call it the Force is because they appropriated it and made it their own thing. And it's like kind of like a religion almost. And I don't really rock with that. I'm not gonna be heavily animated and be trying to like say F words and stuff. I'm gonna be trying to from now on like say clear and concise ideas and stuff like that without like
Blowing
verbiage
up.
like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll you know, that it won't happen every time, but you know, it's something
We've
for
got
me.
more episodes to watch, so we'll see what happens. But yeah.
I'm sure I'll get colorful. But yeah, it's something like along the lines for me where it is a fundamental of Star Wars that they're trying to change and manage, and I don't necessarily agree with it and like it. I think that things like that need to be left alone, and I honestly think George Lucas would probably be having a big problem if he
Talking about like core motives or core themes like good versus evil.
I mean, I'm more so talking about like lore-based stuff.
Okay.
Like my example of the Force. Like the only reason why they're saying in the show, the only reason why we all as fans and everybody else in the Star Wars community calls it the Force is because the Jedi took the thread and they made it their own thing and they call it the Force and blah 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 blah. And like I have a big problem with that. And the reason I have a big problem with that is because that is Star Wars is the Force. Like, and it takes everything that they've shown us and everything that we have learned through movies, TV, cartoons, everything with and like, I mean, geez, everything with Anakin and all that kind of stuff. How his like birth is like literally a miracle. He's like space Jesus, like we talked about last week.
As much as everybody hates it, it is a thing, or was.
Right. And it's like, so, and they take that and they just don't make it special anymore. And I don't understand why we're doing that. And for everyone that's trying to tell me like things like, oh, well, they want to make the Force being able to be used through everybody and they want everybody to be special. Well, that's a lie. Well, because they're making these two twins special.
Yeah,
so,
well, because they were created in a way. Spoilers. Yeah. But how we don't even really know, but yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, how is that not exclude? Like,
the best way that I can put this for you, okay? The best analogy that I can make to what's happening right here is that you had George Lucas originally and his toys, right?
Yeah,
and he played with his toys, and we like the stories that he created with his with his toys. Just they kind of like Toy Story, right?
Yeah.
And it got to a point where he sold his toys in a yard sale, and now somebody else who has bought them is playing with them, and we don't like what they're doing with the toys that we know.
Yeah, like the story that they're creating with the toys.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's out of our hands because they own it now. So it's their story to tell. There is no original canon anymore because they are making it up as they go. That's where, like, there has to, even though they might say that this is still canon, it's canon to what they're writing. So they're the ones that are appropriating said story and then now creating new things. Not saying that that's necessarily wrong or a bad thing. I don't think it's being done properly.
Yeah.
But having that analogy in mind, or if you're viewing it through that lens, I guess it has to be an it is what it is type scenario. Deep cut for you there. But I just don't like what they're doing. I don't have to say they're necessarily ruining old Star Wars because I can just view it as this is not old Star Wars. This is a new story.
Right.
Don't like it.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of where I'm at with it now, where it's just like, yeah, this new Star Wars era is garbage in my opinion. And you know, it's, but you know, at the end of the day, I just wanted to get my point across, you know, bringing it all the way back around, is, you know, I don't like the show because they mess with the true core fundamentals that make Star Wars Star Wars.
Right.
They mess with it in a way that I don't like. They mess with it in a way that I feel like it's disrespectful to the creator. So that's why I don't like the show. The whole social agenda stuff, for people who know me, when it comes to science fiction and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff that's like not a reality in my world, I don't like it in there because I don't care. Simply because I just don't care about that shit at all in a sci-fi thing.
I have to like stop saying this because it's like every time it comes up I have to make the same point. But I don't care if said characters are in works or whatever, but it's, again, when you get to an agenda tied into the main narrative of the story or a character's identity is where I go, why do you have to be so upfront about it?
Right.
It can't be the aspect of the character that weaves into their story neatly. It has to be the main focal point in a majority of the time. It's been done well before. That's what I'm saying. It's not that you can't do it. It's just when that is what I can view as the theme's main focus, I go, oh, okay, what are we doing here? But whatever.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
you know, enjoy or not enjoy it, watch it, what I don't want to watch. There you go.
Yeah, I just think it needs to be executed correctly and elegantly, like you and me have talked about plenty of times on this show, and people who know us know our opinion about this kind of stuff. It just needs to be written well, and it doesn't need to be shoved down your throat. I'm totally cool with whatever, anything. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. I just need good writing. I need it to make sense, and I need it to engage me in a way where I don't feel like you're slapping me in the face with your beliefs and all that kind of stuff. Because I just don't, and again, and it's not meant at a disrespect. I just literally just don't care. I just don't care. And I don't think that, you know, social politics or anything of the sort make a good story, in my opinion, because I personally don't give a shit. Sorry for the language.
If it doesn't suit the story, that's where I have a problem with it.
Right. Yeah. If we're watching a drama about, you know, real life in a, you know, college life or something, whatever the hell, like of young adults or whatever, and that's the, you know, the story is like a literal love drama about that kind of stuff, whatever, then I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't it not be like in there? I don't care. Like, I just, but not like, bro, we're fighting with light swords and shooting laser blasters, bro. I don't give a shit about how you identify, bitch. Shoot the droid.
Well, speaking of the droids, like, assigning inanimate objects genders or orientations is
I went on a huge rant about that shit.
I know
yesterday, or not yesterday, last week.
Last week. Yeah.
And yesterday.
Felt like,
no,
and yes, every day I wake up. I go, why are the droids gay? But no,
Return of the Droids gay. Yeah, I just, you know,
oh god,
I agree. I think that, ooh, sorry. Hey, I think at the end of the day, it like we've said before, Weaver Complex on it. It is what it is.
It is.
They're gonna do what they want to do. If they want to turn,
they're gonna play with their toys how they want to play with them.
Yeah, characters, you know, gay or whatever. Sure thing, buddy, pal. Go ahead, whatever, bro. Next, we got, you know, Yoda Force Ghost will be like, you know,
twerking.
I like dick too. Jesus. What are we even doing? Anyway, let's get into the fucking episode. The episode, I'm not even, sorry, everybody.
You said it wrong. It's dick too I like.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just, the episode 4, I'm not even gonna lie to you, we watched it on Tuesday and I don't remember much. I remember getting really angry at the end of it because they let you have literally 30 seconds of something that was decently okay and bearable to get through, and kind of wanted to see what happened.
Yeah.
And then they said, nah, wait till next week, bitch.
You got like the crazy, like, oh god, almost dropped my vape. The crazy, like, Lord of the Rings shot of the Fellowship traveling on the field there with the sniffer, with the sniffer dude. This,
nobody goes up trail,
and nobody walks alone. We know.
Yeah.
This sniffer guy, couldn't stand him. Didn't like it. I mean, it wasn't the worst CGI, but it was not the best.
His
annoying
his noises.
as fuck.
Yeah, his noises that he made. Kind of reminiscent of the screaming goats in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Like, it was
yes
kind of like almost
the Thor
same.
screaming goat was Taika Waititi memeing. Okay, this one is just like, I don't know. What if we had a little teddy bear thing, and he couldn't talk, so you couldn't
I just mean
understand
the
what he's
noise comparison.
It was annoying.
Like it was like as annoying to me noise wise as the screaming goats.
Yeah.
And if they would have had it a couple of times, once or twice, then I would have been fine with it. But he goes off like 5 times.
And the other thing, like, just it. They're trying to. I mean, spoilers. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not even going to hit the wee woo because I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They're trying to track down May. Like, there's a group of people, the Jedi Soul guy and the girl from X-23 or what, 32? What 20?
Yeah,
whatever.
from Logan.
From Logan,
Yeah.
she's there, and
God, they did her dirty too, man. She looks horrible. Looks horrible.
I wonder how long that took
makeup.
for them to put that on every day for her to do that.
I know, dude. Like, and she's like a good-looking girl. Like, she's like pretty.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you? Why is she a
Alien,
fucking like
crazy alien looking?
yeah,
girl.
with like a crazy mullet?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what their name is, dude. Oh, it's so funny. I laugh every time I hear it. Whatever it is, I can't remember. We're gonna find out on Tuesday. But either way, so you got this fellowship there. They're looking for May. They've got this little like sniffing teddy bear thing, right? And he running around. They're trying to follow him. They can't find him. He comes up on May, right? Comes up on May. The one you're tracking. Okay. May's sitting there looking at him like, hey, little cute guy. What's going on? I'm not threatened by you at all. You're just chilling. How does the guy alert? How does the sniffer alert the party that this is where May is? Yeah. May ran the fuck off, dude. Got out of there. Why?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? She was terrifying.
Dude, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't understand. I'm like, dude.
What are you doing?
1 and 2. Well, like, all right.
3.
So that all happens. Yeah, that all happens, and then like, the tracker is so terrible. He keeps leaving the group behind and going off on his own. And like, the group is like one of the Jedis who has a like stereotypical haircut is like, we need a tracker for our tracker. I'm like, how is he leaving you guys behind? Like, why isn't he turning around and being like, come on, you like slow pokes, like, or whatever? Like,
if he even
it's just like, he just,
I actually
just lose him. Put him on a leash.
That's a good idea. Have you never used him before, so you don't know how he operates?
Apparently.
Or B, this is how it operates all the time. And C, like a little 1, 2, 3 reference there. And C, I just came up with this idea on my own. I'm not a Jedi, right? I don't have like scholarly book reading and all this ancient arts. You got drones, right? Can you have a drone follow him and then silently ping you back going, ding, 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 we got her, bing, 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 right here, bing, bing, bing. Do you not have that technology?
They definitely do.
I know.
And you know.
But they opted for,
yeah. Here's a better idea for you too. Here's a great approach for it, right?
Yeah.
I'm the Jedi. I'm in the front of the line with the tracker, right? And he starts moving away from me. I go and put the saber in front of him and go,
bro?
You want to slow down now? And he goes, okay. And I go, next one's going through your fucking head. Don't go off without us.
See, there's one way. Here's another way.
Your problem.
Here's another way. Just use the force. Just hold him back. Whoa,
yeah.
Where you going?
Force pull him back towards you. You see him running away? Nah. And then get him right back.
Just use enough of the thread to go slow him down. He's like trying.
Dude, like any of those ideas, you could literally take a stick with a carrot on it and hold it in front of him and go, and he probably come back.
Wait a minute.
Like, God, man, I just don't. A bunch of dummies. They're a bunch of stupid dummies. So anyway, yeah. At the end, they like have like a, the Sith person with a mask reveals themselves, and it's probably one of the moms. And
It's
probably one of the moms.
definitely one of them.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I got
Probably.
I got an inkling of why.
Yeah. So
Wardrobe.
it's like one of those things where it's just like, hey man, at least we got a good lightsaber battle at the end, and it's done. What? The lightsaber battle didn't even start yet. Okay, got it.
I would say that is like the biggest point of contention from this episode, and it doesn't even involve necessarily the plot. It is literally how the episode is constructed, because I even written, I don't want it to flow into like dialogue or whatever. It's just how the actual episode is constructed through its beats. And it makes absolutely no sense, because I understand that especially with the show, like, you depend on cliffhangers at the end of an episode to tie somebody to come back to the next episode, because you're barely keeping them through the episode they're watching.
Yeah.
So that cliffhanger mentality, or crutch, really, is understandable, and that should be the goal that they're going for. I get it. And the moments that they wrote, it's like they wrote it and they just like, let me just take the first 2.5 minutes of the next episode and tack it on here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, basically you get this reveal that there is some kind of figure that is powerful, or doing something, right? And you would think that you would end it there. You could, right there at that reveal, being like, damn, who was that? Right? No.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I thought. Nope, kept going a little bit. Like, all right, cool. Then you get this standoff scene between the Jedi and this said person, right? Another great beat point to go, boom. Tune in next time. We're starting hot and heavy. We're getting into it. There's gonna be this thing, and actually deliver on it. Don't cop out and have somebody just escape and get out of there. What happened is you get all the way up to that. You're like, all right, they're gonna cut it. It's a face off. No, they're actually they charge. There's a strike. They all get knocked backwards or whatever, and now we cut. What?
Yeah. Terrible.
You literally, you did actually grip me into going, oh, big fight. Let's see it. They're actually gonna deliver a fight, and it's over now.
Yeah. Didn't like that either.
And now we're gonna hop back into the next episode. The Jedi's gonna be getting up off the ground, going, what the hell?
Yeah, didn't like that at all.
But that's not even. I'm gonna make a prediction right now that that's not even the case. We're not even gonna start with that. We're gonna
Probably
start
not.
somewhere else.
Yeah, probably. To tie into that, tying into that, something that I also need to bring up that I just didn't like in this episode, and it's just bad writing, but something that me and Mike both were laughing at. So, and this is the last. I mean, we can be done with it after this, because this is like literally the last thing that I just had a problem with. So, we're following basically May in this entire episode, the other sister, the bad one or whatever, and she's hunting down the Wookiee Jedi, right? And she's with like her compadre, whoever the fuck he is, or whatever, that's been like supplying her information and stuff.
What did I call him? Oh no, it's eluding me now. It was like Glenn from Walking Dead. And that was the one I couldn't remember. It was Glenn and Ezra Miller.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh my
He's
god.
a perfect fusion of that.
Yeah, it's literally. Yeah, it's probably what Ezra Miller did. Fused with somebody, got another acting career.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
It's
they
him.
were like walking around, and he's like, oh, you gotta beat him without a weapon, whatever. And she's all like bent out of shape about it, right?
Yeah.
So like we get to a scene where she like is like, yeah, man, I'm gonna rest. All right, cool, sick, bruh. And then she like rests for like 20 minutes, and then she literally, I'm not even playing, she literally goes, yo, compadre, I thought about it, I'm done, you're beat. And like puts him in a trap and is like, I'm flipping on you, I'm going against everybody now, okay? Deuces. And just fucking flip. And I'm like,
I had a good think about this. I sat by the water.
yeah.
And
I'm like,
you
dude,
know what? Fuck this, dude. I don't have
yeah,
to do
like-
this. For what?
I mean, if I had to fight a Wookiee, I'd probably be real like, nah, I'm good on that type of vibe too. But holy crap.
I'm gonna turn my, not only just flip, I was like, I'm gonna turn myself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my
Like she
time, dude.
completely was just like, I'm done.
I'm done,
Yeah, I'm done.
man.
Now that I think about it, I think I'm good. And yeah, and it was really just, dude, it was so
It made
odd.
no sense.
It was very, very odd. I didn't like that at all.
There
And,
wasn't
and like
really
I said,
any build up, like narratively for her to be questioning, I guess.
Yeah.
Her motives. I don't know. Like maybe the couple times that they've mentioned, like, have you seen the Master's face? I haven't. I don't even know who they are. Do you know who they are? No, I don't really know. That's not really enough for me to sell this, like, again, 20-minute in their world, 30-second on screen flip. Didn't.
yeah, didn't like that. And I just, I think the show just should have been probably just canned with like Batwoman or whatever that movie was. Like, I
Show.
mean, it's just not good.
Was it-
Like,
what was it?
and there was a movie from Warner Brothers. I think
It was a movie,
Batgirl.
not a series.
Yeah, I think it was called Batgirl.
Right.
It had like Keaton in it and stuff like that, and they canned it because Warner Brothers was like, this is terrible.
Yep.
And I just think
Before
like,
we dump any
more-
money into finishing
more
this stuff.
more calls need to be made on that kind of stuff, man. I just
Well-
feel like I feel like people aren't even making pilots anymore, dude. Like when they pitch these shit. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what needs to happen again, bro. It's like for the Star Wars show, The Acolyte, we pitch you the first episode and you watch it and you see what's up.
But see,
And
here's
I
the
guarantee
problem.
you-
Here's the problem: is that show, or what Star Wars and Disney have done, is that they've pumped so much into the scenery, the costume design, the VFX, all of that it wouldn't be feasible to do that, to risk that in today's times. It's not like a sitcom or something to that nature where you can build a small set, have a couple, 3-wall sets with an audience and film a pilot and see how people think about it, or what people think about it. This is big budget.
But that
budget stuff.
makes even more sense for me to do a pilot then. Give them a quarter of the budget, make one episode out of that, and then pitch it to the rest of Disney. Like, or well, I guess it would be like get Kathleen Kennedy in the room with like Iger and all those people, and then you have them watch the pilot. And if they like it, then they test it on the on people in the audience. And then if it's good reception, then they go, okay, here's the 3/4 of your, your budget. Make the rest of the show.
You made a good point, but the test audience aspect of things, they already do that. And
Well, yeah,
problem-
I only put that in there because it's like realistic.
no, I know, but
whatever.
the problem with that is they do that practice already, and they don't listen to the feedback from those test screenings.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it gets
I get
reported
you.
that these test screenings get terrible reviews, but the
they
movies
don't
come
care.
out anyway. They're
I know.
sometimes
But that's
they
what
go
I'm
back and
saying.
try to change things, and that's when you get movies that have been reshot and like puzzle pieced together 5 times I think The Flash is kind of one of those scenarios. There was all the other extenuating circumstances in the development of that movie, but still, like, it was cut to pieces because it was testing terribly.
Yeah.
And it was just the point. You had a rotten egg to begin with. You can't just keep adding more eggs trying to get rid of the rotten egg. It's still going to be mixed in.
Right, and that's kind of where I'm saying, like, they're, and not with just Disney, I'm talking about with anything, like,
True.
even with like stuff like Netflix and stuff. I think if you're making a show, and if like I'm an investor or something like that, and like I'm gonna be like, why the fuck are we not doing that? Because I don't want to give you all this money and then the show comes out.
Guarantee return of profit.
Yeah, like I don't want to give you all this money and then your show comes out and it's getting a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes on the audience score, because that's what I care about. I want the audience to come back. So
it's weird though. The whole social hive mind thing is weird in some aspects, because some properties can just blow up. And yes, they are good, but they're not in a sea of necessarily all bad products, you know? Yes, there is a lot of stuff, filler stuff. It's just, you know, half-assed stuff, if you will, that's out there. But sometimes small little things that you never, like, I feel like Squid Games is a good, the virality of that just took off. Who would have expected that? Queen's Gambit is another one. This is I think all Netflix, right?
Yeah, House of Cards, Stranger Things.
Well, the House of Cards was a tentpole for Netflix. They were really propping that up. Stranger Things originally was probably not expected to take off in the way that it did. Yeah. But is now a tentpole.
Yeah.
So, but that's just those things. Like, if you went off of that necessarily with the pilot for Stranger Things, probably would, because it's a good show. But yeah, I mean, how many other projects would not get greenlit then if you did that kind of aspect? But and how do you get that to match? If they did do that though, and they did bring their hammer down and were a little bit more strict with it, I feel like investors and the company, aka like Netflix, Disney, whatever, what have you, would save so much money. Yeah. Not greenlighting every single thing. That's Netflix's biggest problem in my opinion.
It's oversaturation.
Right.
I mean, and you're handing out, I mean, even with Amazon, it's like, dude, you're just handing out money to people that just,
the flip side of that coin. And I just looking at from a different point of view. On the flip side of that coin, the people who are profiting from that action, all of those more independent filmmakers, editors, those kind of deals, it is providing business to a lot of smaller creators that normally wouldn't get said platform or budget or things like that. So on that end, I do like it, but that's coming from that point of view. From a viewer point of view, like you're saying, oversaturation for sure. And when you are inundated with these pages after pages of what is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? And maybe, you know, you'll get the word on the street of, yo, you got to check this out. This is on here. You go beeline straight to it. The endless scroll of title screens of, dude, that doesn't look interesting. What the hell is that? Keep going.
Yeah, and well, like, and that's my thing is, it's like, if you're an indie film creator and Netflix is giving you, you know, $3 million to make a film, I don't think you're an indie film creator anymore, man.
True.
Sorry, but I don't think you are. Like, and in that case, and this is just me, and I agree with you. You're right. Like, it does give indie film creators enough budget to go like, here's my art, and I think that that's wonderful. But I also think that it's like an indie film creator it used to be where it was like, dude, you had to like go on YouTube or something and like find this guy,
Yeah,
or like
no, I
whatever,
get you.
or like you'd have to go to a Sundance Film Festival and like you'd be like, bro, I saw this film that like it's called Flim Flam Jr. and like I have no idea like what the fuck I just watched. It's insane, it's amazing, and it's like, but nobody will ever see it because it didn't win any awards or anything like that. And it's like, but that's the beauty of that film, is that like that word of mouth type shit is getting people to dig in the internet and go, did anyone upload this to the internet? I need to fucking watch that. And then you go viral and then blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, but like if we're just accepting all this funding from like companies like Netflix or Amazon or whatever, what have you, aren't we? We're like overstepping the whole like indie step, and we're just getting right to filmmaker.
True. I think it somewhat depends on what your deal
Probably
is.
the person.
Well, the person and what deal you
yeah.
have with Netflix. Is it just publishing rights, or did they fund
Right.
the creation of like a lot of the
Right.
documentaries and stuff like that?
And then that's probably where that personal, you know, thing comes in, where it's like somebody might be like, yeah, you go ahead and handle all that stuff. I don't care. I want the money and I want to, you know, try and get out there and all that stuff real quick. And then you'll have another person like, you know, like an A24 or something like that, where they're like, you know, no, we'll do this stuff in house and it'll just take a while. Like, and then because that's what they used to do before they got like worldwide renown.
Right.
It took them a long time to get there, but yeah, like A24 films have been around for a long time. And most of them for a while were not widely known. Like even when I reference things like Good Times and stuff like that in the A24 film, it's like people are like, what? Or like a Beau is Afraid. Like even that is like, people are like, I don't know,
Obscure. That didn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't get press. I get it.
No, yeah, and well, and then
Won
that's
awards
why.
though, right? At least got.
Oh, yeah.
That was a festival film.
Yeah, but you also have films like, you know, Poor Things, where that's technically an indie film, and it's, you know, people argue that that's a fantastic film, and I don't like the film, but you know, is what it is.
Watching it tonight.
That's The Acolyte. What are we giving this episode out of 10?
Off the Acolyte.
No,
10.
I'm giving it. No, I said out of 10.
10 out of 100, maybe. No.
I think this episode for me was probably a solid 4. Low average. Didn't like it.
I guess I'll
Hated the writing.
give it one higher than I did previous, which is. I'm so juxtaposed to doing it because I want to say because of the ending, but then again, that ending just smashed me into the dirt with how it was executed.
Yeah, I mean, I hated
Give
it.
it 3.5. I
like
don't
the
care
ending.
about no half points. I'm giving it. They got cut in half by the lightsaber.
Hell no, bro. No half points.
Yeah.
No halves.
Yeah.
What? Nah, dude, we're not doing that.
Twinned.
No.
Fine.
No half points, man.
It's 3.5. Then. Oh
No, dude.
no half
3
points?
or 4.
3.25. It's 3 and a
No,
quarter.
dude.
Yeah.
No quarter point
You're gonna get
bullshit,
irrational
bro.
on
Either
your ass
full
in a
send or no
second.
send. It's either a 3 or 4, man. Come on, you gotta decide.
Negative X.
Oh my god, dog.
4, fine.
Go 4?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you were at like 3.75, so that's a 4.
I said 2.5, bitch.
Oh. Well, debatable if that's a 3 or 4 now. No, 4's fine. I mean, you know, I think it's below average. If you're a Star Wars fan, and you know, for me, this is
like
fodder.
Screamed at by a teddy bear.
Well, you know, like if you had this on, you know, cleaning the house, that's about all it's good for. You know, you're vacuuming and doing laundry and stuff, and
vacuuming. So
I'd rather watch YouTube when I'm doing that, but that's just me. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know.
You want to see? I don't know. Was there lightsabers flashed across the sky? Not really. No. I don't know.
No, dude. There's nothing that. No. This episode's butt cheeks.
If you want to
next week,
see
hopefully,
Glenn from
will be
Walking
better.
Dead and Ezra Miller smashed together,
Yeah, fused
Fused,
with the
yeah.
Kai earrings.
exactly, they do the little
Yeah.
and yep. So if you want to see that, check out episode 4.
Oh.
I gotta find out. I have to. I'm sorry. Last thing before I go, I gotta find out what it is. Oh
What?
my god, what is her name?
Who?
The X-23 girl's name in the
Her
show.
real name?
Jackie. No, in the show. Oh, is it Jackie? No. Yeah. Definitely.
Jackie looks like she's straight out of an 80s hairband, bruh.
Jackie. They don't say Jackie though. They say Jackie the whole time. And every time they say it, I go, because it's just, I don't know why. I just think of Roseanne and the sister Jackie. I don't know. It's Jackie. Like, what? This is Star Wars. What the fuck is Jackie? Where's Adam? Yo, John,
Jackie?
get over here, bro.
I mean, it'd be like that, bro.
Soon you're gonna have them going out there and they'll be like, what the skibbity? You just wait. You just wait, bro.
What the
degenerates out there?
I gotta untangle this cord. Give me 2 seconds.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
What the skibbity?
But yeah, so that's the Acolyte. And Jackie, hilarious.
Oh no.
Whatever. Oh no, he's wrecked. But we're gonna be moving on. We're getting off this.
Oh no.
Popping out. Sometimes you gotta pop out. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show neighbors.
Oh my God.
What?
Speaking of that show, I'm just touching that real quick. That was amazing. 5 times
What,
played
the
it.
performance?
5 times.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. 5 times you played it. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, and the crowd knew every word.
Oh my God. That was the first play around where he stopped on that line. On that.
The fireworks on WAP were
Yes.
diabolical. Diabolical.
Oh my God.
It was
yeah,
awesome, though.
It was
So good.
cool. I loved it.
The entire show was so cool. So good.
Awesome, man.
He had a lot of people like open up the set and everything for him and everything. It was
Oh,
really
yeah.
tight.
They brought out Dre,
That thing
bro.
out of there.
Hey!
Yeah.
Wop, 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 wop. Got him.
Ate it.
Got him. Sneaking up.
Alrighty.
Cool. Well, moving
What's
on.
next? What's next?
Moving on. So we got House of the Dragon. I haven't made overlays for House Dragon to the boys yet. I'm sorry. Been in the Shadow Realm. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, he's neck
But-
deep in it. But we knew that. We knew. We knew. He was waiting. Patiently waiting.
2 years been waiting.
2 years. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about House of the Dragon. And let's is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, man. So House of the Dragon kind of, you know, I don't. Well, I was gonna say something. I don't want to be like disrespectful to the IP because it's not like a diss to it, but it's like I was gonna be like, you know, your stereotypical great first episode. Like, I mean, it was like boring almost because I'm
Okay.
like, damn, I expected this to be this good. Like, you know,
Okay.
I was having a great time with it. Again,
Kept
everybody
going like, oh, here's something crazy happening. Okay. Oh, yeah.
It was everything in it was just well done, well acted. Sets were on point again. A lot of going on.
Yeah.
So that was tight. You know
what's crazy too?
what?
If you knew this or not. So with Allison there, they're in Rhaenyra's bed, like because she took
Oh,
over
that's
Rhaenyra's room.
Ate it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
She's probably like into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we got a lot of that going on, a lot of Rhaenyra grieving over her lost son from last season and her finding that out and all that stuff. Really good performance from Rhaenyra on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
As well as what is his name? The other Targaryen guy. Yeah,
Damon.
him.
Yeah.
Another really good performance from him. Matt
Smith.
Yeah, I was gonna say Matt Smith, but I'm like, damn it, I can't remember his name. So I there's really nothing in this episode that I didn't like. I feel like this week might have some potential for me to maybe not like some stuff or like some stuff even more. I just think like I knew this episode was gonna be great, and like it started off really great and engaged me the entirety of the rest of the episode. I was like locked in, ready to go. Like
I
I'm
didn't
in there.
necessarily expect them to do what they did at the end to be this episode.
Yeah, you said they were kind of like rolling, like they were kind of plummeting through.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily, I don't know House of the Dragon or yeah, I guess that's whatever. I don't know that as deeply more as I do Game of Thrones. So I don't necessarily know how far in the timelines and how much we're scooting through. I knew this event was going to be happening. I just didn't expect it to be episode 1. Because it's big.
Fair.
It's big. And it's like, it's quick. As far as like retaliation, if you will. You know, to try to non-spoilery, but like from original action that we got last season, you know, towards the end there, so that retaliation immediately, basically, it's just like, woohoo!
Yeah,
it's gonna be ramping up, baby.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm very excited.
Dude. Pissed.
Yeah,
Rightfully so, you know, but
yeah,
pissed.
I again, there's not really much in this episode that was like bad at all.
No,
like at all. I mean, if you like Game of Thrones,
a lot of the characters too, they were pretty faithful to the way that they're supposed to be reacting, as far as I know. Like King Aegon being on the throne, drinking and shit with his like friends or whatever. It's like quintessential, exactly what he would be doing, and they're like just shooting the shit and talking shit. I'm like, that suits him perfectly for who he is.
I really like
Aegon or Aemon.
I liked the scene that we got of Aegon on the throne trying to like be like, oh yeah, I'll help everybody out. Yeah, no problem, bro. Like I got you. And then Hightower's like, you moron.
You can't
do that.
Right.
Because of A, B, and C. And like, you got to tell him no. And he's like, oh, God, really? Like, I don't like that. And then the next person comes up and he kind of does the same thing. And then Hightower comes back over and is like, you dummy. Stop doing that.
Right. He's like, why can't we just give them what they want? Like, no.
Well, and it was funny too, because like the one of the people who comes up, they're like, there's a blockade and I can't get my supplies through and all that, and he's like, we're gonna burn it down anyway, it's fine. Get the next one up here. I was like, what? I love that.
No, you can't tell them we're gonna burn it down.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of tension between Hightower and his daughter as well, the queen.
Yeah,
Alice. And it's something that they, again, through the actors, we get really good scenes with them where there's like so much tension, and they're trying to like meet in the middle, and like feel like her dad is the one who's kind of like being like, no, you follow what I say, and she's like, but you know, I'm the queen.
She's supposedly a little bit more ruthless in the books as far as getting like what she wants.
Gotcha.
But because they're just trying to make Allison a little bit more appealing. But I don't mind. I don't mind it. I mean, I like Allison. Tell you that much. I do.
I think we'll probably get the. So like in the book, she's probably ruthless by nature, but it's like in the show, we're probably gonna get to that point where she's like, okay, now I'm ruthless.
Well, I think after the events of this episode, maybe might spur something, even though, you know, necessarily wasn't her child, but you know.
Yeah, that's one thing. I will give people a warning in going into this episode. I did not expect the ending that we got in this episode in a good way, but the things that are happening at the end of the episode are pretty gruesome. I will give everybody a fair warning. If you're sensitive to gore, I would be kind of maybe fast forward through the last 5-8 minutes of the episode, because it does get pretty grim.
Grim for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, in my opinion, and two vastly different, I guess you would say, gore categories here, but it was as gruesome as Rhaenyra giving birth in episode 1 of last season, because that was a gruesome birth, bro. Like that, I mean, that was very realistic looking, and it was very well acted. And in this, and they did the same exact kind of folly and stuff in this, and it was just left you going.
There is a change from the books a little bit in that scene, in where God damn, why am I blanking on her name right now?
Aegon's wife.
Yeah, the mother.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
In the books, like, they force her to choose. So where
they did.
But
it's like way worse.
It's different, and then there's a line in the books that make it harsher on the mother for afterwards, that like breaks her brain basically. They tell the kid, like, kid's not sleeping, and tell him, like, did you hear that? Your mom wants you dead, kid. And
oh my god.
Yeah, right. And so that's what like breaks her brain for the rest of.
Yeah, that would break. I feel like any parent's brain.
But,
holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So spoilers for the end of the episode. Things get pretty grim for the castle household.
It's true.
That would be the Greens. Yeah, the Greens took a heavy hit at the, which means the Blacks are going to take a heavy hit probably this episode.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, I think it's going to be more of a preparation episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I said, things are going to have to ramp up now. They're going to be like, yo, we're calling arms. We're going to be getting our stuff together for probably episode 3. My prediction.
Gotcha.
Maybe the end of this episode, but if anything, I would say the end of this episode is going to do what the Acolytes should have done, and like ended at that run up to go, we are getting into it next episode, and it's going to go down.
Gotcha.
That's my prediction, at least. We'll see.
I hope you're right. I'm cool with whatever at this point. I trust the showrunners of this show. I think after this episode, if this episode today is good, like, and it's like as good as last week's, I'm totally cool with like. Well,
see, that's where it's as good as last week's. Last week's had a lot of heavy stuff in it. This one I think is going to be it's going to be more information and then like piece moving.
But that's why that is the entire reason why I'm saying that is because it's like if they can hold you with that. If they can engage me throughout the entire episode and it's an hour and 13 again of just information and I'm totally enticed the entire time, that's a huge W for me.
I'll tell you what, there's two things that one of them I know is going to happen this season at some point. It has to. And the other one I hope happens. I can't even guarantee that this happens in the book, but I want it to happen, and I want it to happen towards the end of this season so bad. Number one that I know is going to happen is the fight of the twins. You know, the Cargill twins?
Yeah.
They're going to be dueling, maybe. Because one's on one side, one's on the other. And because of the events of this last episode, it's coming at some point. I don't know when exactly.
I like it.
If it's going to be down the road or sooner. I hope it's sooner. I really hope it's this episode tonight, honestly. Because that's going to be so good. I already know it's got to be. The other one's going to be Daemon versus Aegon. I really want that to happen.
Yeah.
At Harrenhal. And we know Daemon goes to Harrenhal from the trailers, and Aemon just talked about Harrenhal in the first episode. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some dragon on dragon. Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm definitely ready.
Give me that. Give me that.
Yeah. That's super exciting. Do we want to get into like a verdict for the episode?
Sure. I'm giving it a. I'm stuck between 2, and I'll just bump it up a little higher because it has me hyped about it. 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. Between an 8 and a 9. Wasn't a perfect 10, but I'm giving it a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna go with a 9 too. I was very hype on it. I think it's a well done show. CGI for me in a lot of scenes where they use CGI looked good. I didn't see anything I didn't like.
Did you expect to see the North?
Not at all. And I liked exactly what I saw. I liked that the Stark name was there, but it wasn't like a "Hey, buddy." Like, it was done well.
Do you remember? Yeah, no,
it was done well. We got to see the wall.
The dude that's supposed to be at the wall, as far as I know.
Yeah, and I liked how it was very ominous as to what we're keeping out and stuff as well. There was no like, they got blue skin, me lord.
Eyes of blue and skin of ice.
Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. I just, like he I forget exactly what he said, but he was literally like, you don't want to know what we keep out, bro. Like, or something like that, where it's just like monsters or like something like that or whatever. Like,
it's implied
but
that
it was
there's
done.
heavy shit, but yeah. And even still at that point, they're not really engaging that much with them, as far as I know.
I think they're just standing guard. I don't think anything's really happening. They're just making sure that wild.
You don't have Craster up there. I think that Bloodraven is there in the cave at that point. Maybe. No, he's not. No, he's not. So there's like nobody up there to mess with anything. Be doing shit. So
there you go.
As far as I know.
Hold the door. But yeah, so
keeping that door shut for now.
I liked all that though. I didn't have a problem with it, and opening
credits. What do you think of that?
I was just about to say I really liked the new intro. I like how it was like a tapestry type thing.
The way that the patterns weave in through. Oh, yeah, it's done elegantly. I like it, and I want to see really if it changes. I guess it's gonna be hard for me to notice because it was like I was just over inundated. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah, but if it changes upon the episodes changing, like they use
all the like coat of arms all over it and everything. It was really sweet. Really, I just think, I think HBO or Max, whatever, they know what they're doing. This show's gotta it's gotta be good.
Even with just another Max show, like their title sequences are generally good. That Last of Us one, it was great.
Yeah, it was good. It
was great.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
They know what they're doing. They're in good hands. Allstate.
Yeah, I just think, especially with the whole season 8 with Game of Thrones, they want to make sure that this show is ended well and done.
And the good reception from season 1. We got to keep that ball rolling.
Oh yeah.
So, so far,
good for them.
episode 1, they're killing it. They're doing what they need to do. All about it.
9 out of 10, baby.
Rack them up.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, moving on to our next show that we watched.
What the fuck?
Hello. You're back. IV Cam.
What's up?
For some reason.
Oh. Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. We're back. We're going to be moving on to the next show that we watched, which is The Boys.
Sweet.
Season 4, right?
Sweet. Yeah.
Episode
Season
1.
4, episode 1.
Episode 1.
So I had like I had to like take my dog out a couple of times or whatever, like wild shit was happening that day. So I did miss some of it. Like there was definitely a scene where I guess like wild shit happened and I like sat back down and was like, what I miss? And Mike was like, are you serious?
A lot. You
Like
missed a lot of that scene.
yeah. But from what I saw, like honestly, man, like it looks good.
I agree.
It looks it's fine. I don't really have a problem with anything I'm seeing yet. I guess like the later episodes, people are kind of review bombing or something like that. I don't really know, but I know that the show is entertaining and I don't really have a problem with it. So
Yeah, with one episode down, I'm definitely here for it. I didn't have anything that was egregious or anything like that I didn't like.
Right.
Just felt like classic The Boys to me, pretty much in every regard. So there was one scene where they had basically like music rolling. I forget what song it was, but I felt maybe this was a little out of place. But other than that, then again, looking back on it, it's like, no, that could still fit within their general, like, I don't know, filming practices and whatever, their feel, if you will. So
yeah, I mean, I think all in all, like it felt very much like The Boys. I didn't really have a problem with anything that I saw in the episode 1 from what I saw.
I did. There was a lot of tense parts, being like, you know, intertwined with these characters, knowing them on a semi-intimate level, their motives and things like that. When there was a couple scenes where certain characters would be in the same room together, and I was like, oh no, dude, what's gonna happen? Or when a certain character starts making some demands and I'm like, wait, what? There's no way that they're gonna do this right now.
Yeah, and then they almost do it, and you're like,
what?
You're like, what did the Deep just say?
Because I'm watching that scene, knowing that the review bomb things are happening and all that, and I'm like, is this why it's getting reviewed? Because I don't know why it's getting review bombed. I just knew that it was getting bad press, so I'm like, is this why? This is terrible. Oh my god! And then they don't do it. But
no, thank God.
The problem is, as it's happening, I don't put it past them to do it.
No, not at all.
That was the whole thing. I was like, oh no, we're going there. I can believe it.
When he said that line, I was like, oh boy. I was like, we are about to witness something terrible.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 1. We gotta watch 2, 3, and I think 4 now.
I haven't had a real time struggling not watching it, honestly, without you. I did. I wanted to watch more. I wanted to watch the second episode right after that. I was like, no, and then it was like last night, the night before last, I thought about it. Like, no.
I mean, if you watch one without me, you can. I'll just watch it, you know,
well, I most likely will always be able to just rewatch it, but
yeah, I mean, hey man, like you got to do what you got to do. Like I said, my week last week was
rough.
Beat a clock, and I just was tired at the end of the day, so it was like it would be like 10:30. I'd be like, I gotta get up really early tomorrow, so I'm getting out of here, man. Like I got to. Sorry, and yeah, so it was like stuff like that. So, but like if you would have been like, bro, I'm trying to watch episode 2, just watch that tomorrow. All right, cool. I would have been like, all right, cool. When I get up in the morning, I'll like turn it on.
Yeah. It's all good. It's not the same though as the watch party, being able to comment and stuff like that. But
yeah, I get you. But yeah, I mean,
more episodes to watch. I'm definitely here for it right now. For sure. It
was good. I really enjoyed it. I don't think that The Boys really. I've never really seen The Boys miss so far in 3 seasons.
Right.
So, we'll see what's up with it.
Partial.
I'm excited.
I think it's cool how they're really pushing this antagonist up a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah,
and I didn't necessarily expect it when it was starting, but the way that they're doing it, I'm all about it.
Yeah, I like it.
And it's somewhat of a spoiler, but hey, this is a way that you can make a female character written well.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, multiple female characters written well, to be honest.
And
Like,
dare I say, an overpowered one too. That's the crazy thing, is like all the general arguments normally for said female characters that are usually leads, but still that are in these shows that are overpowered. There's the arguments there are just dismantled for some reason in this show, just because of how well she's written and acted. It's like,
Right.
yeah, believable, 100% crazy.
yeah,
She's wild, and we'll see what else comes from there. So
yeah. I mean, you know, I've never seen The Boys Miss yet, so I don't think I'm not gonna like the show. I think it's gonna be good.
swing no miss. Call back to this episode.
Yeah.
Give me a bag of bats, baby.
Do we know the runtime for the rest of the episodes that are out?
Do not. We'll find out real quick, though. Yes.
I'm just curious
Let's see.
to see if they're like, you know, over 35 or something like that. I would assume that they're probably all like 45 minutes. I definitely recommend The Boys for anybody, really.
yeah. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it. Start with season 1, obviously. We don't know any of these crazy people who just jump into middle of seasons of things and go, I don't understand what's happening. Like, nah, really, dude.
Yeah, I had a coworker of mine ask me about The Boys and just what it was about, just because they didn't know. And I basically told them, like, imagine if, you know, all the superheroes that we've ever been introduced to, imagine if they were like a real piece of crap and they're like, and not like trying to help people. I was like, and like, imagine humans got a group together to keep those superheroes in check. That's like what the show's about. And they were like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I was like, yeah, it is. It's a sweet show. It's a cool concept, really cool IP. Really, a lot of debauchery happens.
Debauchery.
Yeah, and give Anthony Starr a reward for an award for like, I don't know, best antagonist. Like that's a actor who plays Homelander.
Yes. Yeah.
Anthony Starr's acting
really
is crazy in that show, dude. He's so good in that show. It has been since season 1, really. I'd never seen him in anything but The Boys as a Homelander, and I really, truly was like, holy crap, like, this guy is a legend. Like, this guy is awesome.
It's wild how he can, like, the character that he plays and how he can get in that, like, egomaniacal mindset, just like effortlessly, it seems like.
But he's like channeling it all in his face.
Yes,
which is like crazy.
100%.
It's
all
wild.
I can't even say smile, but facial. And how
it's like dead eyes with like a smile on it. It's really crazy.
When he does, oh my god, when he's talking to what's her face in at the rally, the political rally thing or whatever, and they basically have to play off of, you know, hey, we're talking nice. To be able to smile like that and then deliver lines the way that they do, where you're like, oh, you are like just stomping on this person right now in the most non-physical way possible. Yeah,
it's great. I really like it.
I can't,
Anthony Starr's an absolute gem.
Agreed. Yeah, I got no run times on any of these shit. So.
You're good. It's not a big deal. Doesn't matter. We're gonna watch them anyway.
But we got 8 episodes total.
Nice. Okay, so they're like halfway through. That's cool. Sounds good. All in all, I mean, I guess strong start for The Boys as well. we'll see what happens with it. We got to catch up to episode 4, and then I think 5 will be dropping this week. So we got a lot of the boys to watch.
It's true. We'll be hitting you with the info when we watch that.
Yeah. Probably knock most of that out this week, but hopefully, depending on my week.
But yeah, we got also House of the Dragon. We got the Acolyte. We got the boy, all the boys. We got and we're still packed. June, July is packed.
Yeah, it's literally insane. Let's run like a quick pee ad, man, because I gotta pee, bruh.
You good? We gonna be right back with you folks.
Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna be hopping into Elden Ring. That is the last thing that we've got to talk about for today. And boy, will we talk.
Yes.
Be right back.
Sega Genesis, the ultimate action system. And then he buys Mortal Kombat, the arcade edition, and the all-new Shinobi 3, and Marvel's X-Men. Now, things are pretty much okay.
Wow. Yeah, I mean. Copy that. Wow. Copy that.
All right, we're back, baby.
Yes, sir.
We're back. We live. We here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're here to talk Shadow of the Erd Trizzle.
Erd Trizzle.
Faux shizzle.
Wow.
Yeah,
we are.
So,
It's finally here. Been waiting. I've been waiting for this moment.
how many hours do you already have in it?
I don't know. A lot.
What? You can't just like pull up your Steam and look?
That's specifically in the DLC.
Oh shit. Well, I guess you. Yeah. I guess you
just be time in the
can't.
game,
Yeah.
which is a long time.
No.
If I can probably do that. Just tell you how long it's been in general.
Don't start.
Playtime, 262 hours.
Lay down.
262 hours. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't see specifically time in the DLC, but I definitely sunk a good chunk of time in there, for sure. Oh, you've played 261 hours. Would you recommend this game to other players? Yes. Yes, I would. Do it.
So yeah, I mean, I guess if that's the case, like, I guess just tell me about the DLC and like formulate your opinion about it in like layman terms for like normies and stuff. Like, what do you like about it? All that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just try not to go crazy in detail.
I'm not gonna go crazy in detail for sure. Biggest thing that I like about it is the size, honestly. When it was originally stated by Miyazaki that the area is roughly the size of Limgrave, not that I was concerned, because I honestly didn't have any idea of what to expect. I haven't played previous Souls type games or their DLCs, so I really didn't know what to expect in the size of what they would normally deliver. So honestly, I would have been fine really with anything because I didn't have anything to go off of. Obviously, with loving the product, I would have wanted as much as possible. But that's just me being selfish, you know, wanting an Elden Ring 2 in DLC form, which basically is what we've got, honestly. The map is ginormous, and it's not, even though it's not as crazy sprawling wide as Elden Ring's base game map is, the amount of areas that you can go to, and everything is verticality driven. So there's a lot of plateaus, there's a lot of like ravines and stuff. And on that note of how many different places there are that you can get to, the other aspect that I really enjoy that I knew was a part of previous Souls-like games, and it was one complaint I've heard with Elden Ring in general, but getting to new locations is not easy. Or not easy. It's not as apparent as Elden Ring's base game was. With Elden Ring's base game, for the most part, you could see from the map exactly the route that you needed to go. If you could basically look around and go, all right, you know, this trails off to about the elevation that I'm at. I can get there from here, and you just ride your horse, your torrent, and you're out. With this, there is a lot of, okay, I'm here. I can see that place right over there, dude. It's right across this little gorge. How the hell do I get over there? And I'm pouring into the map, looking, I'm like, all right, if I go up here, it looks like you can go right there. You ride to that area. No, that's just a cliff face. You're like, but how do you get over to some of these spots? And the way that you get there, I don't want to use the word convoluted because that generally has a negative connotation to it, but that's one part that I like about it, is that to get to this area way over here, you've actually got to go way over here, take this little rocky path that brings you to a cavern that loops you around, brings you up to a plateau, that then you can get to that area that you could see and spit to, but you couldn't get there other than this one little tiny path. And it's like aspects like that I really enjoy. I'm glad that they've brought that kind of mentality back, that getting to these locations shouldn't be as easy as it was.
Sure.
Because I know, at least with Dark Souls, from what I've been told, is that the path to get to the boss and all of that, it's not clearly marked. You've got to go into like an obscure doorway that then leads you to a hallway, and you're like, oh, this is a whole nother area that I just have been bypassing because I didn't go into this dumbass little side room.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that kind of stuff, and I really enjoy it because it puts me, when I play, and we actually had a really cool, in my opinion, really cool experience yesterday playing with Jordan, because we were both sharing our screens, and we were basically doing the same thing, right? We were following the same paths to a degree, and there was a lot of times where I would look at Jordan thing and I would see him in an area that I wanted to go to, and I'm like, dude, how did you get there? Oh, I went there, and he showed me. I'm like, I never would have expected to go that way. or just fighting the bosses and stuff too. Like it just being on at the same time, kind of just like progressing through the game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just that the layout, the size of the map. I haven't really gotten super deep into the story yet because it's kind of trickling in. I do like what I'm getting into. Shout out to some of these channels, Vadi Vidia, Smotown, all of you lore guys. I know the game's been out for 3 days. You got to get on your shit. I need some videos, bro. I need some breakdowns. I need it. I'm sorry. I looked last night when I got off at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, yo, is there any? No, nobody's got anything. Look this morning. Hey, anybody? No. I know you want to play the game. I need you to get to work. I need you to write some of this stuff down for me, bro.
To work.
For real, because I know that the lore runs deep, and I need it. So I haven't gone too deep into that element of things, but from what I've been introduced to so far, I'm definitely well into it. Love it. Gameplay wise, again, I'm gonna hit it with I love it. I fucking love it. Going into, I'm on New Game Plus 8 on my regular playthrough, right? And I was to the point in the base game where I was just wrecking everything. Like anything I came across pretty much was like, this isn't a problem. Taking it out. Bada bing, bada boom. We're moving on. I'm doing this quest. Oh, no problem. I'll get that quest line done in 20 minutes because I'm just running through everything and I know where everything is. Obviously, with this being a new DLC, I don't know where everything is. That's part of the fun. But the gameplay aspect of getting dropped into this world with all the weapons and play styles that I'm familiar with, and then basically being like, oh, yeah, you're actually like level 1 now, dude. Yeah. I was like, oh, I haven't felt this way in a long time with this game. Even though there were some bosses or whatever in my other playthroughs that, yeah, I mean, they're always going to give you a little bit of a problem because they're difficult. But this is like, yo, these dogs are messing me up.
Yeah.
Terribly.
Like two-tapping.
Yeah. Like, dogs I normally would pay no mind, no attention to. I see one, I'm like, oh no, it's a dog. Oh god. even to this point, you know, as far as I've played through the DLC, like they still do crazy amount of damage.
Yeah.
You just get wrecked. So that aspect, I really enjoy it. It's making the gameplay like you get that kind of anger. You like sometimes depends on how long said anger lasts for whatever character. But then that reward factor is that much higher because, yo, I've been struggling for a couple hours and then I revisited and I'm like, oh, got you, dumbass hippo, bro. Fuck you, man. That hippo.
Yeah.
Was
I remember. I saw that.
Getting it down to, you know, the L in golden and then just some cheap ass. There goes my headphones. Cheap ass head smash move. There you go. Dead.
Yeah.
Retry it. But yeah, gameplay wise, all about it. New features that they added to. There's a couple of them. Number 1, Bandai Namco logo fucking changed. No longer flashbanged when you open the game. It is now on black background with white text instead of a white background with black text, which was opposite from FromSoft and the Elden Ring main title screen. So yeah, now it's not just like when you open the game up. I love it.
Yeah.
Biggest change for me, which also applies to the base game, is they changed the inventory system. They added a new tab that you can scroll to, which is recently picked up items. Huge. I can't tell you the amount of times that I ran through the base game, picked up an item and go, wait, what was that? Where, what? And I'm like scrolling through every armament and whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, what was that sword called? I just picked up. God, I just didn't pay attention. So now there's actually 2 things. You have to enable it manually. It does not come automatic when you do the DLC. So you have to go into your menu, go to system. I think on the 2nd or 3rd tab down, it says new item discovery and recent item tab. You have to enable them. So the one is the new tab, like I said, where everything that you pick up now, it's in order of what you picked everything up in, which is great. The other one is now when you pick up a brand new item, there you can have an exclamation point. It's a little orange exclamation point on it. So you don't necessarily have to go to that new tab. You could just go to your armaments, like, oh, I got a new weapon, and you find the one with the little exclamation point. So it's two different ways that you can see new items that you've acquired. Big change.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah, I like that.
I guess another change that you new players have to keep in mind if you're going into the DLC, and this is part of the leveling system, why you feel like level 1 when you get in there. There is a new type of leveling system that they introduced for both your character and your summons. So no longer are you grinding for runes to then rest at the site and level your attributes up. It's all based off of 2 new items that you have to discover and pick up in the world, and those can be by a couple different means. Some are dropped by enemies, some are found just laying on the ground, and some are in just specific altar spots. But those are Scadu tree fragments, which increase your level, and then revered spirit ashes, and that helps your summons, and it also boosts Torrent's health as well. So what you do is when you pick those up, you'll start with, I think it starts with 1 tier, where you go just like you would level up before. There's another tab now at Sites of Grace, which Sites of Grace are back. They're still there. That's where you rest at and all that. Basically, you go there. There's a tab that has for both Scadu Tree and Revered Fragments. You start off with 1 to level up, and then you'll eventually need 2 of them or 3 of them in order to get to the next level. But that's how you get stronger in the DLC. Is you need to pick up these fragments. If you don't use summons and you want Torrent to be weak as shit, then you don't need the Revered Spirit Ashes. Scadu Tree fragments, though, are like a must. Yeah, that's how you level up. Your attack goes up, and your defense for attacks in the Shadow Realm go up. They only apply in the DLC. Fair enough. But yeah, they're kind of a necessity. Otherwise, you will be continually getting smacked up.
Nice. Gotcha.
And I think that's like rough take of pretty much all the things that I like. I don't really have any dislikes that I don't want to sound corny and fanboy like, but I really don't have anything notably yet. It might, maybe when it gets to the lore time and I have that all figured out, I might have a qualm or two with it. We'll see. But gameplay wise, so far, I'm gonna give it what IGN gave it, and it's 10 out of 10 for me.
Nice. Let me ask you a couple questions.
Sure. Fire away.
All right. So, is the DLC longer than you had anticipated?
Yes.
Stop. Don't do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, again, I didn't really know what to expect. So it's hard to say it's better than what I expected, because again, I really didn't know, and I was only going off of rumors and just internet talk, basically. Kind of like that statement I made before with Miyazaki saying it's the size of Limgrave, and going, that's not that big. I mean, it actually is roughly that size, maybe a little bit bigger in footprint. But then what they were able to achieve in actual like ground coverage, it's massive. So I would actually say it's larger than what I actually would have expected, but I didn't have much to expect on it.
Okay. Next question would be, if you had to ballpark how many hours you've put into the DLC already, what would that number look like?
It'd probably be 30.
30 hours?
I think so. I played a long time yesterday, and I played a long time on Friday, and I played a little bit on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I could confidently say 20 hours.
20 hours. Okay.
Confidently say 20 hours.
We'll just meet in the middle and just say like 24 hours.
Fair.
Like a full day's worth of playing.
In the Shadow Realm. Yep. Land of
yeah.
Shadow, rather, not Realm.
Okay. Do you think that the price point of the DLC is worth the time that you've put in?
100%. 100%.
Nice.
Now, I will say I come with a bias because I'm a big fan of the game. It's not something that I just played one time or not even finish and sat down and then this came out and going, oh, I'm going to hop back into it. You know, I've definitely been in the game more, so have more of a bias for it saying that it's worth the 40 just because I just needed... I wanted more gameplay and I need lore expansion. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, but I would say for the average player, like I would categorize Jordan as an average player of Elden Ring. He's not always playing it. It's not one of his main go-tos, right?
Yeah.
I asked him yesterday if he pops in, we'll have him corroborate, but I asked him that same question. Is the DLC worth the $40 that you paid for it? Without doubt. You know, being able to sink that much time into it, it should be apparent.
All right. So with at least 24 hours put into the DLC already, how close to the end do you think you are?
Do I think that I am?
Yeah,
I would say.
this is speculation.
Yeah. Well, what do you describe as end? Because you're talking about like main story ending.
I'm not talking about optional bosses.
Okay. Main story ending. I would say 65, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is fine. It's not a terribly. Again, I don't know. This is just what I'm kind of basing off of, looking at the map and stuff like that.
Yeah. This is all personal speculation. I'm just curious to pick your brain. That's all.
It's hard for me to guess because I'm at a certain boss right now that I know is not the end for the main storyline, and for it to be, it would be more rational for me to think that it's at 50 now that I think about that.
Okay. Cool.
Because I just can't see the said boss being like directly before the. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick with 60. Fuck it.
Okay, that's fine. Fair enough.
Flustered.
All right. 2 more questions and then I'm done. First question. Who, and it doesn't matter for spoilers, I don't care. Who was your favorite boss that you fought so far?
Ooh, okay. Favorite boss
in the DLC.
Right. Fair. That's a good question because I've fought quite a few bosses so far.
And this also covers optional. I don't care.
Right.
It's just any boss that you fought in the DLC. Which one did you like fighting the most?
That's a difficult question too, because like what did I have the most fun at the time playing as an experience, or just the gameplay itself? Because the experience-wise, right now, it's got to be Sunflower, honestly. It was a lot of fun. The experience of me and Jordan playing it at the same time was a lot of fun. Kind of like racing to get it done. Felt motivated. Like Jordan found a boss or whatever, beat him. Like, all right. When he was at Hippo. Oh, here's Jordan in general now.
Yeah.
When I saw him at Hippo, dude, I was like,
the meat.
I gotta get in there.
And give it to me raw.
Give it to me raw. Here he is.
The hippo.
I'll probably ask him the same questions.
Yeah.
But let me. So yeah, you answer these last 2 though.
Yeah. What was the last one again? Or the one you
The one I just asked was what was
the favorite boss?
Yeah, your favorite boss that you fought so far in the DLC. Who is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the sunflower right now.
Okay, cool. That was definitely a really fun one to watch, at least from my perspective, because and I won't spoil nothing, but there's a boss in there that has something that I was like, damn, you don't see that a lot in any Souls game. Like they rarely do that with number 3. But
Yeah.
So I was gonna be like, when that happened, I was like, no way,
exactly,
dude, that's crazy.
That's what it says in part of that experience of like not knowing and going, well,
we're in for a rough ride here. Yeah. All right, cool.
Thought I had it easy.
All right, so last question, and then we'll get Jordan's opinion.
Cool.
What is your favorite piece of gear and weapon that you've found so far that you like?
Whoo. Okay. Big fan of the second boss's remembrance weapon.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil the boss name.
Yeah, sure.
Make connections with that, but yeah, the weapon that you receive from the second boss, I really like them. I'll just spoil the weapon, I guess. It's 2 blades. Well, you can wield 1 or 2, but what's really cool is the Ash of War allows you to do 2 types of strikes. One of them is a magic strike. The other one is a fire spell, basically.
Really cool animations.
Yeah, and I'm not generally a magic type user, or even just like incantations. I might pop some before a fight, but like actually spell casting, I honestly never have done the game through a mage build yet. I just, it's not usually my go-to.
Yeah,
is what it is. But this being a sword type weapon that I can do my normal like sword play game type with, and do some of these casts, it's like maybe I do a run as a mage. It might be fun, who knows. So it's cool. Again, like you said, the animations crazy. When you pull out and do the stance, because you hold the stance for the Ash of War, and you got them blades and they're glowing. Oh my god, it looks so cool.
You just feel like a badass.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
As far as armor, I haven't got it yet. I have seen it, and I know you can get it, and I need it, and it looks ridiculous.
Okay.
So
cool.
That's
sweet.
Can't wait till I get that. It's gonna be a little
nice. All right. Well, I'll ask Jordan these couple questions, and then we'll end it there and everything, since we got the Elden Ring specialists in here.
Yeah.
All right. So, fuck, I forget what my first question was.
Oh, I thought you had them written down, man.
No.
Wow.
Off the dome. Jordan, how many hours have you put in to the DLC so far? Like rough estimate, if you don't know.
Well, if we're counting this morning, so far 3 hours. Yesterday was about from 10 a.m. till almost 1 a.m.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what is that, like 13, 14 hours? Right?
Just about, yeah, something like that.
We'll just ballpark it at 15. We'll say 15 so far.
Yeah, 15 plus the 3. It's 18.
Yeah. All right. So 18. So you're basically like, wow, that's actually really crazy, because like Mike had like 24 at least.
Yeah,
at least. I know.
So now,
but I'm just saying, like,
probably more. I
was gonna say, now that I'm hearing that, it's probably more than that. It's probably roughly like 32 or something around those lines.
I streamed for a while on Friday.
I was gonna say, because you definitely put your hours in, and if Jordan put that many in yesterday, like, geez Louise. So, well, anyway, All right, so judging from your amount of time in the game, do you think that the price point of Elden Ring's DLC is worth it?
Oh, completely.
Why?
It's like a whole other game inside of Elden Ring. The maps are huge. The amount of weapons, the new leveling system, it's just, I mean, as much work as they put into these new maps, I mean, it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
For the price. I mean, it's totally worth it.
Now, I guess I'll stem a question off of this that I actually didn't ask Mike, just because this is all off the dome. Now, if they would have increased the price, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase this really quick. So, what would have been your cutoff price? Like the 70 being the cap, I guess, because that's the price of a AAA title. What would have been your price cutoff to where you would have been like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not? Like, what would have been too high for you guys? And this is totally just like a, ballpark, doesn't really matter. I mean, you guys
here get this. I mean, it's part biased because of my love for this game and what it represents and all that. But like,
exactly. But if they try to charge more than what the original was released for, then that would be kind of like, what the hell?
Right.
But if it was in that 55, 60, I'd still pay it.
Okay.
I would even say if with the 70, right? I still would have bought it, right? Because it's just me. I would have had to. But even if I didn't, if I put it into a system where I was like, all right, I'm going to wait until I see what I'm going to get with it, I still think it would be worth it. Because it's just it's Elden Ring 2, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. That's fair. So, okay, out of every boss that you've fought so far, what has been your favorite one to fight? And that you define that however you will. It doesn't matter. Which one did you like fighting the most?
I've gone through so many, I can't even remember some of them.
Yeah, that's what Mike said.
I mean, I really like the animation of the hippo a good bit.
The hippo's an interesting one.
Sunflower's very cool.
Yeah. Sunflower was Mike's favorite one. Which one are you going with, fool?
Probably Sunflower.
Really?
It's two for Sunflower.
I was gonna say, it seems like everybody likes that one. Yeah, that was a fun one to watch you guys fight. That was interesting.
Way out of the way.
Yeah. That's something too that just to put my 2 cents into it. I mean, Elden Ring had a ton of different bosses, sometimes variants of bosses that you fought before and stuff like that. And it seems like in this game, not only do they have the kind of equivalency of Elden Ring's like optional bosses where you can kind of go around and fight whatever, what have you. You don't need to fight certain bosses if you don't want to.
Right.
But they have like a big variety, and it seems like in the DLC, there's not like variants of like lava lizards and like stuff like that, at least from what I've seen, which is cool. And not saying that it made it bad or anything in the OG, but it's one of those things where I was like, fight this lava lizard again, like why?
The magma worms.
Yeah, magma worm. Sorry, magma worm. So it's like stuff like that where I kind of paid a keen eye on what you guys were fighting, and I was just like, yeah, it seems like there's different character models for everything, dude. It really does. So I really enjoyed that.
Some things. For example, there is a magma worm in the DLC.
Nice.
Yeah. So you called it on that, but it's not multiple of them. It just there is one, but it is story related, so it makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, the variety is crazy, and even like you do have the common basic shadow type enemy and the dogs to a degree, but from there, every area really does have its own enemies that you gotta fight. I brought it up earlier.
Dogs, yeah.
Those dogs have been the bane of my existence in this game. Them and these rats in the one area that we were just.
Oh yeah, I heard you guys complaining about the rats.
Goddamn rats.
Mine was one of the first enemies that you go into the cave, or that big doorway that you open up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to ruin it, but I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, I was watching while that happened. It was pretty funny. That was literally like my room. I don't know what night it was. I think it was Tuesday or something. My room had like 5 to 8 spiders.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what is happening?
Spider.
Crazy. All right, so Jordan, you got around 18 hours in the game. Do you think that you're getting close to the end? And if you had to put a percentage on how, on what you've done, get baby out of the fucking screen. If you had to put a percentage on how much you've completed, where you are in the game itself, what does that look like?
Maybe 50% ish. Just because, with the new leveling system, I haven't found everything that you need.
Sure.
And
I'm mostly talking main quest line.
Right. Yeah. 50. Yeah. Because I've tried to jump ahead to certain areas, and it's just not happening.
Nice. Well, it's funny that you say that, because it falls right in line with what Mike just said. When I asked him the same question, he said probably around
we'll see if we're right. Don't know if we're right yet, but
yeah, it's true.
I'll see.
And then we got the 2 final questions here that are usually kind of hard, I guess. But you answered the boss one, so the last one is what is your favorite piece of gear and weapon that you've found so far?
There's a great sword that I found that I'm trying to level up. Ancient meteorite or great sword.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It fits my build and everything with strength, dex, and arcane, so it works out perfectly.
Nice.
And then I just picked up a really cool melee weapon called Red Bear's Claw.
Yeah, got that.
And it's a very fast, melee glove weapon. It's just kind of cool, really cool.
Oh, that is cool. Sounds awesome. I like it. Tight.
Yeah. Oh, one thing that I want to mention that's really cool about these weapons that I've seemed to notice is that they're crazy good, but they don't require ridiculous attributes. There's some weapons in the base game where your faith or arcane or whatever needs to be, or your intellect needs to be through the roof to use some of them. So you'd basically have to use a larval tier and reconstruct your whole build in order to use one weapon. And from what I've read on them, they didn't necessarily want that to be the case for these new weapons. They didn't want you to have to completely respec yourself in order to use them.
Which is wise.
They still scale, obviously, with said attributes, but at least in order to wield them, they didn't want people to be locked out and they have to constantly use larval tiers to... I just got this new katana and it requires all this arcane. Let me respec, use up a uncommon larval tier. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool because I've been picking up weapons because I've done a couple of these playthroughs. I have smithing stones and somber smithing stones stacked up for the most part. So I've been picking up some of the weapons, going, oh, that's really cool. Let me go to the round table hold, upgrade it all the way, head back in and see what it can do. So it's been a lot of fun. I got the
hell yeah,
sunflower all the way up. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's like a holy damage.
Nice.
I have noticed with a lot of weapons, since I mostly do like a strength, dex, and arcane build, a lot of the new stuff has different attributes than what I tend to go for. And so there's a lot of intelligence and faith and stuff like that. So I'm getting you get a lot, but depending on what you're at, you may have to remap a little bit if you prefer.
I would say if you have generally like a 20, if you can put 20 on all of your like your end faith and all that kind of stuff, you'd be relatively okay. Mine's pretty balanced build. I have a lot into strength and a lot into dex, but I still have like a little bit in arcane and faith and so I haven't really ran across a weapon yet that I can't wield with my attributes.
Do you guys think we're gonna get a Dark Souls before we get anything else from
another Dark Souls?
Do you think that they would drop Dark Souls over like a Sekiro 2 or something along the lines of like something like that?
I think you'd be more looking at new IP.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
As far as I understand it, that's already been in development.
New IP?
So.
Huh. Have you heard anything good about it? Or anything at all? I know they're pretty.
It's been a while since I've looked into it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the same kind of motif as your souls and Elden.
Well, yeah, right.
Magic types and strength types, but other than like the actual like plot and stuff, no, I have no idea. Just expect the same kind of sorcery stuff and whatever. I would love Bloodborne remake. That would be amazing.
God.
Everybody wants it.
I used to want it. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, you do.
No, I wanted Dark Souls 4. That's what I really want.
Dark Souls 4 or a Bloodborne 2.
Yeah, what about Bloodborne 2?
I'd be cool with Bloodborne 2. But yeah, Dark
Bloodborne
Souls
2 with a remaster of 1.
That would be crazy. I don't know. I don't even know what that would even look like. But Bloodborne 2 would be wild. I'd be into that big time. Or a Dark Souls 4 would be primarily what I would want. But I would totally be cool with Bloodborne 2. 100%. I just the first one, it's like, yeah, I know everybody wants it. They want it remade. It would be dope if they did, but I don't know. I feel like it's been too long. It's done. It's done.
How they remade Resident Evil, right? Or remastered that kind of stuff. So why can't you do it?
Well, I just because it's for selfish reasons for me. It's like because I want Dark Souls 4, or like I'm like, don't waste your time on that. We've already played that. Like you guys remade Demon Souls and it was an Xbox exclusive. Nobody got it, so we Dark Souls 4, please.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it just with all these new Elden Ring players and stuff like that. With them getting all those Elden Ring players in, I think now would be a perfect time for them to do Dark Souls 4, and then everybody would dive into that and be like, oh shit, this is more brutal than Elden Ring. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So I just think it would be a good time for it. That's all I'm saying. If they announced Dark Souls 4 and shit, I'd be pre-ordering that day one. I'm dead ass. I would. That's Dark Souls is always a game that I'm here to buy.
I'd check it out for sure.
No, yeah, I would. I think what would happen is exactly what you and Jordan are doing with like the DLC right now. We'd all three start and then all three like go through the same shit.
It's what we were doing original Elden Ring.
Yeah, with Elden Ring, with original Elden Ring for sure. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, when From dropped Armored Core 6, I was like, what the hell? What? And then I got it day one, and it was a great game.
Great.
I will say this game trolls you quite a bit, and it just got me.
How'd you get trolled?
There was like a perfectly set up like ledge that it's like, oh, you're supposed to go here, and it just no.
Oh no, and you fell off.
Yeah.
Love it.
One other aspect I want to touch on with the DLC that I like that they did is that the dungeons, or the catacombs, if you will, that they have in there, there's definitely not as many as there was in the base game, but what they've done, they're definitely harder to find. Actually, yeah, I can't even verify that because I might not have even just found them. But yeah, they're definitely harder to find, or there's less of them. But what they've done is they've made them more unique. The couple that I've been into, it's not as straightforward as some of the other dungeons were, and one in particular, obviously it's not a spoiler because I'm not telling you which one, but there's one you have to, when you get to the bottom of it, generally when you beat the dungeon, you're like, all right, hit the little spirit thing and it brings you back to the front, and then you're out of there, right? You get to the end of the cave, you beat the boss, you get whatever's at the end of it, have a nice day, see you later. This one is actually an entrance to a whole nother area. A whole other optional area with one of the optional end bosses in it. So if I didn't decide to go down there, because we were doing like main quest runs generally, and I came across that, I was running around and saw the catacomb statues, so I was like, oh, there's got to be one here, let me go in there. And I went down in there, got to the bottom. The boss was ridiculous, really cool, but beat that, and I was like, oh, okay, that was the dungeon. And then I was like, wait, this place continues, and I kept going, and then it opened up, here's another, and then you get the like new area text and stuff like that. I'm like, wait, what? And looked at the map, and I was like, this is crazy.
A whole other just massive part,
completely optional. And generally those catacombs are optional. So yeah, just a really cool addition that they've done to make all of the catacombs and things feel a little bit more special. Little special.
Yeah, fair enough.
All very about cool. It. So far, I'm in it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are liking it, and when you guys beat it, I'm gonna need a full report on what you guys think and everything. I'm glad that
I've heard endgame boss is ridiculous though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for you guys to progress further, and maybe we'll get some more details from y'all.
Juicy deets.
I think I'm about to get trolled again, but let's see. Geronimo!
Did you make it?
This isn't a troll. I'm just steadily falling. Okay. I was supposed to do that.
Good stuff.
Where are you?
Kind of wish you got trolled.
I don't even know. I'm like out in the middle of the water, down the bottom of the map.
Oh, okay.
I'm underground.
I know where you're at.
I'm underground.
I know where you're at.
All right.
Yes, I agree. That fall was like, oh no! Oh, we're still going and going.
Oh, who the hell is this guy? Oh no!
Yeah, that's what you get in this game. What is this? Where am I?
True. Yeah.
He has a fucking. I don't want to say it. Damn it.
All right, let's end it there. Let these guys get back to work on Elden.
Oh yeah,
and
gonna be in there.
We'll see you guys next week. We'll have more Acolyte, more The Boys, more House of the Dragon, which is tonight. Super excited, and more Elden stuff coming. All that good noise. We'll see you guys next week. Join the Discord, give the like and comment the video, all that good stuff.
Hit me.
I'm sorry.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell. You can do the little Twitchy thing too. Follow, subscribe. You got a free sub, Amazon Prime. Do it.
True.
Gotta do it.
Do it up, please.
Yes, sir.
Hand us that free sub if you don't mind. $5 foot long, that shit.
Woo!
we'll see you guys next week on the next episode. Peace.
I gotta get out of here. Where's the time machine? Where is anything? Where?
Please don't go. It's great having you here.